This episode is sponsored by The Break Room, downtown's best spot for a hot lunch every business day.
On this episode, Shanna Simpson with the Topeka Zoo, Charity Delay and the Gypsy with the Toptown Indie Film Fest, Sarah Fizell with Arts Connect, Lisa Boyd with The Merchant, and Clint Appelhanz and James Prout with Reliant Apparel.
We have some colorful eggs here in the studio. They're paper mache eggs, and they're coming here from Shanna Simpson of the Topeka Zoo. Shanna, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Great to have you back here with us.
Great to be here.
Absolutely. And what are these eggs for?
Well, these eggs, we've been working very hard the past month or so getting ready for our Easter egg extravaganza at the zoo. So basically what we do is we make paper mache eggs and we color them very pretty, as you can see.
They're
and then
very nicely done. Absolutely.
Thank you. We put treats inside of them and then we hide them for our animals. So we have an Easter egg hunt for our animals, which is really exciting and very unique.
So they're going to find these.
Correct.
And there's going to be stuff inside of them.
Correct. Depending on what animal it is. It could be meat, could be fruit, could be fish.
That's awesome.
Depending on which animal it is. So, yeah.
And so you bring the kids out. And the kids get to watch them
Yeah,
search?
you get to go all day throughout the day on April 4th. And it's from 9 to 3. Yep, it's Saturday. It's Easter Saturday. And we're going to have every single 15-minute increment of the time, we're going to have a different animal hunt for their Easter eggs.
This is really cool.
It is. It's so much fun. It's so much fun for the animals and for the people and for us. We love it.
Yeah, okay, I can imagine.
It's really fun. I mean,
you get to add that to the list of things you get to do.
Exactly. Make paper mache eggs.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is going to be a lot of fun. That's April 4th, Saturday, April 4th,
Right.
Easter Saturday. I'm going to say that to make sure people are hearing us here.
That's right. Come and see us.
So get out to the zoo for that. Now you had some good news recently here with the USDA. Tell us a little bit about that.
They visited us yesterday. They got there at about 12:30 and then they left this morning. And for the first time in a very long time, we had no non-compliance issues.
That's
so we had a
wonderful.
clean report, and the USDA inspectors were very pleased with everything they saw. So we're doing just amazing. So we're super proud.
Congratulations to
Thank
all
you.
of the zoo staff.
I know, we're so excited.
That's a lot of work.
It is, and it proves that our hard work and all the things we've been working on for so long, it's really showing now. So it's really, really exciting for us.
And a lot of good development is happening at the zoo.
A lot of stuff is happening.
Give us an update on the progress of things there.
Sure. Well, right now,
Camp Cowabunga.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
I want to get to that one. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to talk about Camp Cowabunga now?
Whenever.
Okay. Well, that's what I was going to talk about.
Well, then I think we should.
Perfect. Well, right now we're in the really big planning phases of Camp Cowabunga, which it's going to be a brand new African wild dog exhibit, which will include area to breed them, which is really exciting. And then we're going to have a whole big building that you can see the lions, and then we're going to have a brand new monkey exhibit that's going to be down there. It's going to be really neat. And then we're going to have a courtyard, that has like a fire pit, a really cool event place, and all that is the ball's really rolling on that. So
Excellent.
It's really exciting at the zoo right now.
We love our buddy Gary Clark getting back involved over
he
there.
is. He's at every meeting, and he brings a lot of flair to those meetings. So
he brings a lot of flair everywhere he goes.
Everywhere he goes, that's right.
I mean, he's got amazing stories.
He does.
If you ever catch the opportunity to talk to him, well, he'll love to talk to you. He's one of the most personal people.
He really
is.
is.
He really is a great guy.
He really is awesome.
And I'm glad we could do something like Camp Cowabunga because it's so
and bringing him back, and especially because he was the main architect of the Lions exhibit that we still have today, which still is. It was just so wonderfully built and such a neat exhibit, very unique. And so to bring him back, to contribute to the dog exhibit and to the monkey exhibit, it's really exciting because he has a very unique, mindset. So it's really, really exciting.
That's Shanna Simpson with the Topeka Zoo, and we're going to make sure that each of you makes it to the Animal Easter Egg Hunt happening Saturday, April 4th out at the zoo. Watch these eggs get devoured with treats inside by the animals. Yes.
Yes.
And they're all going to
right.
have a great time. The kids are going to have fun.
Blast.
The animals are going to have fun. Going to be a great way to spend your Easter holiday. in our studio. We're talking to a couple of folks about the Toptown Indie Film Fest. We're talking to the chair of the event, Charity DeLay, and we're talking to its creator, the Gypsy. How are you guys?
I'm doing great today. How you doing, Chris?
Great to have you guys with us. Of course, we talked a little bit about this before.
Yep.
And we were telling people they need to make their submissions. Tell us a little bit about this event.
Well, it takes place on April 11th, Saturday, April 11th, at Quincy Street Conference and Event Center. It is running from 9 a.m. until whenever, but it's not just the film fest we have going on.
Okay.
And Charity can give you some more information on the gaming part of it.
Well, we're going to be doing a retro game night. So if anybody's old school,
Awesome.
you Nintendo, you want to play, Mario, Donkey Kong, come on down. And we also have one of our board members is donating a bunch of systems. So if you want one of those retro game systems, you can come down and pick one up that night.
Oh, that's cool.
Caleb from Gamers HQ is going to be having some games there that we can play also.
Very cool.
Yep. And what's really cool about it is the whole day is only $5. That's it.
You can't go wrong with that.
Not at all.
Yeah, very
Not at
good,
all.
very good. Of course, that's April 11th, so people need to get that down in their calendar for the Toptown Indie Film Fest. Now, how's the gaming aspect going to play into it as well?
Well, basically, after the film festival, we're going to do the film festival first. As that winds down, then we're going to gear up the gaming part of it. We're not going to have both going at the same time. We're going to keep those separate, okay? But the gaming part, because of what TopCon is, which this is a TopCon support event.
Okay. Now, give our folks a little lesson on what TopCon is.
Well, what TopCon is, it's Topeka's very first geek expo, and it involves gaming, it involves comic books, it involves cosplay, it involves screen. It's just an overall geek fest, is what it is. And we have a couple of events through the year to help support TopCon. They're in support of TopCon. The Toptown Indie Film Festival is one of them.
Okay.
In June, was it the 6th?
I think so.
Yeah, June 6th, we're having Top Guys Showdown, which is a face-off type of competition that we're going to
Writing
have.
that down, June 6th.
Yep,
That's cool.
Top Guys Showdown.
Right.
And guys as in G-U-I-S-E, we're using a little play on words.
Disguise.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yep.
Let's talk about the Indie Film Fest.
Okay.
How have submissions been coming?
Submissions have been coming. We have a couple in right now that are really excellent. I'm not saying anything because you're going to have to come to the film fest to see them. Okay, but one of them has got quite a few awards. It's quite a submission. Just like I said, I don't want to give anything away on them. That's
Sure.
We want people to come. We also made contact at Planet Comic-Con this past weekend with Amanda Payton. Now she's got a show out of Kansas City. It's called nightwatchradio.com. Give her a little plug here. They also represent quite a few indie filmmakers, and they're bringing a bunch of indie films to Toptown Indie Film
That's
Festival.
cool, really.
And then Charity has some news that we got today.
Well, I have a friend who's a film critic in Kansas City, and so won't be a name dropper, but pretty sure he's going to come down and be a judge.
Very cool.
So not
Very
only is it a
exciting.
great event for Topeka, but for those aspiring film artists to get some quality judging and something really to look awesome on their resume.
You do have folks of all ages who support the events that TopCon's doing and the Toptown Indie Film Fest happening, of course, April 11th. Tell us again where it's at.
April 11th, Quincy Street Conference and Event Center at 707 Southeast Quincy Street in Topeka, Kansas. And it's on the top floor. That's where the event center's at. And it's $5 admission for the entire day, and that includes the retro gaming at night. And you're one of the judges, too.
I am very excited about that.
Yep.
Looking forward to the event. And of course, that is where, if you went to TopCon, that is where TopCon was held last year, but you guys grew and you need a much bigger place now.
Downtown Ramada, September 18th, 19th, and 20th.
I absolutely love to hear news like that.
Yeah, it's great. It is great. And then Top Guys will be up at Quincy Street also, but we'll get with you on that when it gets closer.
Very good, folks. Well, get it on that calendar. It's the Toptown Indie Film Fest happening April 11th in downtown Topeka, and it's a great cause because it's helping out TopCon, and you're definitely going to want to get that on your calendar for September.
And don't forget, it helps out downtown Topeka too because it brings you to downtown.
That's right where the heart is, right here in downtown Topeka. Well, I thank you so much. That's the Gypsy and Charity DeLay. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Chris.
You bet. Here with me in the studio is Sarah Fizell, the Executive Director of Arts Connect, and today we're talking about the First Friday Art Walk. It's coming up, isn't it, Sarah?
It is.
It's sneaking up on us again like it always does.
Yeah, I really feel like it kind of shortens my month to 2 weeks, it seems like, because about 2 weeks before the First Friday Art Walk, I have to start thinking about the next First Friday Art Walk, and it just makes time feel like it's kind of collapsing on itself, maybe.
Right.
In a good way.
Absolutely. Yeah, okay, what's happening for this month's extravaganza?
This month's extravaganza, we're up to 65 businesses on our art walk.
Wow.
We've had a
Excellent.
couple new additions, one of which is the Glacier's Edge Winery.
Okay.
Which is a winery just north of town, and they are making great wines, great Kansas wines.
Cool.
I told them we've got to get Kathleen Sebelius back here to take back her mean comments
Her
about
wine?
Kansas
Oh,
wine,
yeah,
because
I
it
heard
really
that.
is good wine. It's
Yeah.
not, they're even going to hate
I
me
haven't
for
had their
getting-
wine. Now I need to try it.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful outdoor space with a patio and all those things. So it's a little bit out of town, but it's a great way for them to showcase their offerings, as it is for all of our businesses. And I'm trying to think of what else is happening. They will also be, we're having an event on April 23rd at the Dillon House, which is the
Yes.
newly refurbished building next door to the insurance department. They're at 9th and Topeka Boulevard.
So excited about that.
It's gonna be
That's
amazing.
the Arty Party Spring Fling. Let's remind everybody about this.
Arty Party Spring Fling, April 23rd from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Dillon House. We'll have wine and food, tours of the whole building. It's a 4-story building, well, a 3-story building with a basement. And
But it's not like an unfinished sod floor basement. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
so it counts as a floor, I think.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, you can find a copy of the ever popular. I bought 3, so
You have
let me
3.
see if I can do it so it doesn't glare.
Let me hold one of these up here.
Oh, there
so
you
I can
go.
hold it by
Oh yeah, with the
ever
Dillon House
popular.
lion on the front. It's nice.
That is
So you
pretty
can
cool.
find these maps printed as a standalone piece at any of the participating galleries. Ooh la la. And we also run the map in 785 magazine, in Topeka magazine, and starting soon, we've also taken out a full page in the visitor's guide. So you'll be able to, you can find a copy of it there. If that's, or on our website, of course. So.
And as you're traveling around for the art walk, you do your homework, find out where you want to go before you go out. That's
You have
really
to have a game plan.
You really do need a game plan. And you've got several different areas. You've got the Noto North Topeka area, you have the downtown Topeka area, you have the Westboro Midtown area, the surrounding area, and Fairlawn Plaza as well. So
Yeah.
several different areas. Just pick up one of these maps or check out the website, artsconnecttopeka.org, and check out all the different locations that you can try, all the different artists that will be at those locations, and celebrate the arts in Topeka.
I challenge all of you to pick somewhere new every first Friday, and you'd get, you wouldn't get to, you'd get to 12
See
of them
how
if
many.
you pick
do
one
I have-
new
Do I
place.
even attempt this math here? If you have 60, how many spots do we have here? Did you say
65, I think.
65 divided by 12? You go out every time. How many new ones do you have to do?
Don't make me do math.
Right, I know. There you go.
This is
So.
gonna come on my show and do math. Go. You all do the math.
And
you tell
go.
us. Tell us on our Facebook page. Show us on
There
Twitter.
you go. Tell us
what
all over the-
66 divided by 12 is. It'll be great.
Oh, that's Sarah Fizell. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thanks
of course.
for having me.
And we hope everyone gets out and celebrates the arts, not just on the first Friday. Of course, that's what you need to be doing this weekend, but do it every single day. All these places are there for you, and we have a great art scene in Topeka. Right?
Right.
That's it.
That's
We're done.
it.
Well, folks, celebrate the arts, and thanks, Sarah.
Thanks. Bye.
Lisa Boyd, owner of The Merchant and recipient of the Kansas Small Business Association's, of the 8 regions that we have here in Kansas. You are our region's winner this year. Congratulations to Lisa Boyd, and welcome to the Talk About Topeka studio.
Thanks. I'm
Glad to
happy
have
be
you
back.
here.
Yeah.
This must have been kind of a surprise for you.
It was a surprise. And when they asked if I would accept it, I was surprised and honored, both. I had no idea that I was going to be getting the award.
Okay, so let's take this back to the beginning here.
Okay.
Okay, how did you find out about this?
I was in a class called Action Coach. I'm not sure if you're familiar. Andrea Engstrom.
Andrea Engstrom, yeah.
Yeah, I was in the class, so I'm working on my business, outside of my business, taking this class, and I had gotten several phone calls and I didn't recognize the number, and then I had gotten an email message and a text message, and so when I went out at break and checked, it was Carl Klein getting a hold of me, asking me that if I would accept the award, and how would I turn that down?
Yeah, like what do you say other than blah, 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 blah,
yeah,
blah?
I was like,
Sure.
I'm so honored, and I was really overwhelmed, and I wasn't supposed to tell anybody about it because they wanted more of an impact for when they announce it, and but I did go in and I had been crying. I really did get a bit emotional because it was just so overwhelming.
Absolutely.
And Andrea, I said, is everything okay? And I just had to tell her, and I was crying, and she's hugging me, and I just felt like it was really a perfect person to share it with, because over the period of last year, she really helped me getting on track, along with a lot of other people that I've been able to work with. But she was one of the people that helped me achieve the things that I was wanting to achieve with my business through taking that.
Build the business. The business is The Merchant. You're at, what is the address? 913 Kansas, right next door to the break room here. And really, the business itself is so unique. You didn't have a cookie cutter walking into this. There's a lot of test, a lot of trial and error.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the business and your path to this point where you've won this award.
I feel like it's still evolving. It's constantly evolving. Every week we change merchandise in there and add to it. And I'd like to think that we've really stepped up our game. I wanted to, at the beginning, I was selling overstock things where I'd buy pallets of stuff. And that worked out all right. And then we started incorporating stuff from estate sales and different things like that, or my own items. I downsized, and so those things really did well. And we just love having the opportunity to hand pick the items, and after being in business, this was our 6-year anniversary yesterday.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
It seems like,
I just forgot about it until yesterday afternoon.
Time flies so quickly, doesn't it?
Yes, I can't imagine. 4 years in this building, and that's our 4-year anniversary. Where we're at now. In 2 years, we rented down the street.
I love your story of starting out with this idea. Then you were renting a space. You came to your own building. You bought a building, and that's where you inhabit. The space, and it really is living that American dream of being able to start your own business and grow it like a child. Really,
it is.
Yeah.
And every day it is. I'm not sure where it's going to take me because there's so many different options, and that's what's really cool about even down the road, what else it will hold for us.
Well, thank you so much,
Thank
Lisa,
you.
for dropping by. Really do appreciate it, and I hope everyone gets down to The Merchant to show a little love to Lisa Boyd and The Merchant at 913 South Kansas Avenue. In our studio, we have Clint Appelhanz and James Prout. We're talking about Reliant Apparel, and you guys have a milestone coming up. 4 years in business.
Yes.
How you doing?
Good.
So 4 years in business hasn't killed you all. We've been on the show before. You're survived. You're here. This is good. So it's not that big of a scary deal, but you've survived, which is a great deal.
Yes.
And you've done a great business. Lots of expansion.
Yes.
Last time you were on the show, we were talking about a brand new machine that you guys had put into the place.
Yes.
And how's it been going since that's happened?
We've had it for a year now.
Yeah.
It's really been a game changer for our business. It's the quality, the speed, everything about it it's really put us up on the next level.
You guys are rolling with the big dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you think that would happen when you first started?
No.
Yeah.
Not to this.
I honestly never thought I'd get downtown. It started in my basement. I figured it would just be a side thing I did for my band.
Yeah, that's a great story.
Yeah.
Of course, if you want to hear the whole story, you can go back on our website, talkabouttopeka.com, and hear the whole story behind Reliant Apparel and Boho Mojo. Great businesses here in downtown Topeka. Want to talk a little bit about your 4-year anniversary, and you have a celebration sale coming up with that. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, right now, every Wednesday and Friday from 11 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. We're going to have a sidewalk sale until they come take our sidewalk away from us.
And that's happening soon.
And that will be happening soon. So we want to get that out there, as well as we're running like a mid-sized business special, 100 shirts, $3.50 a piece.
Wow, that's a pretty darn good deal.
Yep, 2 colors and no setup fees.
Even better deal.
Yep.
That's great. Very good. So how do people place the orders with you guys?
They can call us,
Okay.
come into the store, or go online.
And you have online capabilities, you can do that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's cool.
Our online is more focused toward out-of-state business. We are starting to get clients from out-of-state, which is the whole point to, trying to expand out there and
Bring that money home.
Yes, yes. So that's what that's the focus of the online site. There will be a commercial airing in the next month or two for the internet, which will be kind of nationwide in areas.
Very cool.
It'll detail the capabilities of the site and what it can do.
Wow. That's great. In 4 years, you guys have really taken some pretty big leaps and bounds here in the business world. So congratulations on that. You got to talk a little bit about that. Now, if people do want to take a look at the facility and take a look at this machine, they can come by and take a look at that. You'll show it to them, right?
Yes.
Anytime.
Yeah?
Anytime.
We encourage that because it gives our customers a chance to see the process for themselves. Most people don't understand what goes into making a t-shirt. It's kind of one of those not really guarded but unknown things. So we feel that if a customer can come down and see how we do it, maybe the next time they order, they'll be able to do some things on their end to help us give them a product that matches to what's in their head.
A lot of times, I bet that would be a hard thing for people to say. I want this, but this kind of thing here, they don't really know. And
they have an imagination about it, but when they see the finished product, our goal is to satisfy that.
And last year was kind of the digging up the street and the ugly kind of dirty kind of, that's what we saw. Now we're going to start to see the cool stuff coming in.
Yeah.
Well, and we were on the other side of the street last year when it was getting torn up, and then we moved across the street. So, this year we'll be torn up again.
What?
We like this construction
We
so
did this
much.
last year. We're glutton for punishment.
We're used to
right?
it. Yeah. So.
Well, I thank you guys so much. That's Clint Appelhanz and James Prout with Reliant Apparel in downtown Topeka. Be sure to check them out. What's the website for those folks who want to go ahead and place those big orders right now?
www.reliantapparel.com.
Reliantapparel.com. Well, thank you so much for coming by, and thanks for all you do for here in the Topeka community and for the schools. Just a great program that you're running.
Thank you very much.
You bet.